Hi, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Agnes, and on this channel, we talk about divine union, love, relationships, this new ascended way to connect to each other. And I most of the time talk to singles. So hello, if you are a spiritual single light worker, star seed ascended master, I wanted to say, but you know what I mean. So if you are that, then this channel is for you. I help you to connect to your divine union love relationship and create that happily ever after that you are looking for. Now, in this episode, I'm going to really, I wanted to go really deep into what does that really mean, because we are ascending, everything is ascending. So, which means that we are getting upgraded in all levels of our lives and also intimacy. So, when we talk about divine union, love, relationship, I keep saying this like love 2.0, fifth dimensional love relationship pattern. That's because I'm interchanging all these words because this is what we are talking about here. We are creating something beyond the old. And well, what was the old? It was not even love, right? It was all related to our wounds and conditioning, the programs that we learned from our parents, and we were observing them, and they were just doing what they were doing on the level of consciousness they were. So now that we are on next and higher levels of consciousness, we start to desire completely different types of connections and relationships. And how do we know what we want? Well, guess based on the past experiences. So based on the lack, based on everything that we loved and didn't love in all the relationships we had before. So now we are like, oh, we just realized we are the conscious creators of our reality. So we can just create any type of relationship that, and well, not just relationship, but any type of life experience that we desire. And then we truly desire love and freedom and well-being and abundance and deep connection and deep intimacy and passion and healthy, loving, harmonious, long-lasting relationships. So if you like what I'm talking about, then just give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, because beyond me talking about this, I also give how to do this, because every time, or the last 3 months that I started to create this YouTube channel, I kind of had at the end of the videos this sensation of like something is missing. And well, what's missing is I know how to help you get that. But in a YouTube video, I can't explain you that, right? It's just I created meditations. You can go and check them up out. I created ways that you can attract it to accelerate your calling in your divine union, to make sure that this is going to be a happily ever after. And how, but the hows, it's very difficult to put it on a YouTube channel because it's very much specific to your journey. So, but I know how. So because of that, I created something that I'm going to leave for the end of this video. So, are you ready? Today, we're going to talk about ascension and intimacy. And when I say divine union, I really mean this connection on a mental level, connection where you just totally are so aligned with this other counterpart, your divine playmate. You just have this, you are just so tuned in and tapped in to the same um same beliefs, not a limitation, same beliefs, the same way that you can talk for hours, you hear each other, you see each other, you support each other in the growth of each other, and you can just help expand the other into more and more and more. You kind of are a mirror to the person, but not the old way type of mirror where you were triggered into your insecurities and lack and limitations, but into your abundance, in your unlimited creation, into who you truly are, into your gifts. That's the new divine love type of relationships. Then you go to the emotional level. There again, not anymore triggered into your, shame and guilt and not feeling loved and enough and important or whatever, but into feeling so loved, so appreciated, so seen, so supported, so safe. So you are able to really be you, unapologetically you, in your craziness, in your imperfections, perfections. And that is exactly received the way you are, totally, fully, completely. Um, and this happens obviously both ways. Now, physical, oh my God. So we are ascending. Obviously, the physical connections are changing as well. We leave behind the tantric, even the tantric ways of connection, which I believe 20 years, 30 years ago, where we were just like kind of, not me 20 something, but opening up to what's there, like just even comprehending what's on the physical levels of intimacy, connection, sex, loving, bringing in the divine in bedroom with us, were kind of very weird. And I was like, what? Now it's an everyday thing, and we really started to desire, like, oh my God, like I want to experience that. Like, I know you're talking about something, and I'm like, I want that. I want that in my life. So this episode is about how and what's that. So why do I feel so entitled to talk about this? Because in my this life experience, I have chosen to be the explorer, the experimenter, experiencer. So I basically kind of came from lack in every area of my life. I'm coming from not having something. So then I started to create this deep desire of having it, experiencing the having of it. So that was basically the fuel that was the fire that was burning inside of me and was fueling my curiosity to go and find a way to have that. So in love relationships, I'm coming from a very weird types of connections, superficial type of connection, connecting from my inner child, not feeling wanted, loved, and being abandoned patterns, and trying to heal that in my love relationships, and of course choosing accordingly, and also having no idea what orgasm is until 27. Now, so because I'm coming from the other extreme of thinking, why do people want to do this? Like, why are people so obsessed about sex? I mean, I'm like, yeah, it's okay, but yeah, but like, of course, because but in everything, we are exposed to many different levels of experiences, and that is truly in every areas of our lives, right? So basically, we what we have, we believe that's what it is, but no, that's just what it is based on where you are right now. But the more you expand, the more you expand your consciousness level, you open your mind, you open your body, you open your emotions, you go beyond the limitations of your emotional body, mental body, physical body, spiritual body. You start to experience a different reality. So that different reality is something that that if you hear, you're like, oh, I want to know, right? So how you start tapping into that, there is your desire, and then you start attracting to you people who are talking about this, ways that you can make it happen, ways that you can bring it into your reality. And I mean, bring the person, your counterpart, into your reality, into the new you, because the old you had these old relationships and they were fun and not that fun. And now you're like, oh yeah, based on everything I experienced so far, like this is the next level I'm desiring. Now that I'm single and I kind of stock take everything that happened before, and I'm looking at me, I'm looking at my patterns, I'm looking at my desires. So I kind of am quite clear about what I want to bring into my reality. So I am here to tell you how you can do that. And not just like how you bring that in, but how do you sustain it? How you can evolve how you can evolve and expand into this. And instead of being a relationship where the big amazing part is at the beginning, so all these like honeymoon type of feelings and emotion package, and then it starts to kind of like everybody goes back to their old boring self, and their triggers and whatnot. Instead of that, to be able to continuously grow and expand together, so it's not like a decay, but it's an like it's always, and I don't mean like it's an always upscaling, like you have to work hard to make. No, it's organic, because you are organically expanding into more. So the whole relationship is going to organically expand into more without really you doing much other than ascending. So what I mean, and I just wanted a few things to talk about the root chakra. So what's happening in the root chakra? So on a physical and mental and emotional levels, right? Root chakra, we kind of all know that this is where all our insecurities, the lack of feeling safe, the feeling safe in the body, feeling safe in the world, all the wounds of abandonment, the wounds of yeah, like the wounds of rejection, the not feeling wanted, there's all there. Now beyond that, those things from your own life experience are there. We really have to talk about that. You are not like an individual, um, in your own reality. You are interconnected with everything. So your root chakra is interconnected with your family lineage, and not just root chakra, everything, all parts of you. So if something is not working there, you need to go and find and release what's going on and why this problem is there. Now, I don't want to go deeper into all the cases that I work with. Like, there is no passion, there is passion. The sex is not working. Why is not working? I don't have orgasm. I have all these problems in the bed. I had inability to connect to your partner, inability to whatever related to root chakra. It's very, I would say, okay, I can't say it's very easy to release, because people will kind of like throw X to me, but it is. And I know, because I've been there. Like, I've been there on completely closed heart for 40 years, in million different things that I tried, in really going from pleasing people, believing that I need to always be the clown, so to be liked, a bit crazy insecurities, unworthiness, um, I don't know, obsessions. And I really just want to say inability to really connect emotionally, physically, spiritually was the most easiest for me, and even mentally was the most easiest for me, but physically and emotionally, oof, like that's the big work of my life that I was able to go, and do. And now I know how it is being done. I know what we need, enable our flow, our and it's trust. Obviously, we're talking about trust. It's full trust in who you are. It's full trust in your intuition. It's full trust in your connection, in your body, in It's trust and worthiness, like, let's be honest, right? So it's this, when I say trust, that really translates into self-love and really translates into self-love, self-worth. And this is where everything is starting out. So I said this many times, but when we're talking about bringing someone in into our lives, everybody by now, by now that this is just a reflection of who you are. So the universe only matches up something that is alike. So the law of attraction going to bring in somebody who matches you up. So in order to have what you truly desire and that connection and that experience, you need to become that. You need to become the divine counterpart. You need to become the divine playmate. You need to have with yourself in done with yourself everything you want to in the world to experience, out there. So that's why the most important thing to do is to have that inside in you. So you connect with your body, you connect with your intimacy, you let go of all the shame and the guilt and whatever you had from your religion background and family background. You release every freaking really like limitations and trauma and transgenerational trauma and everything that happened in the family lineage. That's why you are here. And also past lives, right? So you do have past, we do, many of us, like I had a tone, and all the light workers I work with has, everybody has something from past lives, and sometimes they are reflected in karmic bonds and in karmic relationships, and you need to balance out these. But there's a way that I created something, and here you go. I'm going to finally, I'm able to talk about this so I don't leave with this lack feeling of something is missing. I created a membership where I'm able to help you to do all these work in one place, right? So no matter if we're talking about challenges in dating, if we're talking about intimacy problems, if we're talking, you have a lot of I don't know how, I don't know why, but what, but why? How and why? If you have any how and why, any how and why, I created a membership to help you release that, to help you release no matter what fears, shame, guilt, limiting belief, this life, any life, ancestors, you name it, connection or, well, lack of connection with your body because of trauma, because of abuse. I've been there. It's possible to do all that in one place. Now, what happens? Of course, you're not just talking about divine love relationships, because as soon as you reconnect to who you truly are, you come back to your own trust in yourself. Your whole life was going to change. Why? Because self-worthiness it's reflected in everything you are seeing around yourself, and it reflects in how, what kind of job you are able to say yes to, what kind of, finances you're going to be able to feel worthy of, and what you think you deserve. So deserving, worthiness, it's all related to our past and past experiences, and many of the things we have learned that it's not even ours, but we have taken on, and you still kind of, or they're still running, either consciously or behind the scenes, your choices and decisions. And that's the reality. So if you want to check more about what I'm talking about, you can just go and check the link. We are going to actually open the doors in a week. So and if you also want to take part in a live healing that we are going to do in our Facebook group, well, feel free to join our Facebook group and be there live. And yeah, a little bit more words. Let me see if I want to talk more about intimacy. Right. So the fifth dimensional divine union, love relationship, intimacy, and physical connection. It really means that you are so aligned, you are so free in communicating and knowing first your own body, giving permission, giving yourself permission to really follow what your body desires, to really follow what your heart desires, to really be able to ask and really be able to, because you know what I'm always saying, because you are being reflected in your reality. So it's not anymore the old self, the old relationship, the old ways of connecting, the old patterns. You have learned all those lessons. So now you are in the playground of what do you want to experience? Completely free, no limitations. What do you want to experience? So you are here, you are free to experience. And when I really just a little bit of to start to just finish this video with is when somebody comes from nothing, nada, zero, and you come into multiple um, ongoing, never ending Kundalini, full body orgasms without an end, just by energy. And we are not even talking about the physical part that it comes into the whole thing, but only the energy starts doing things that you were not even aware that it's possible, let alone experience. And then you find a partner who is just so aligned with you, with your body, with his or her body. And then you and the divine, your divine, his divine, her divine, like you're all one into this perfect temple that you have, completely free in full love and acceptance. Like what you are able to experience in this type of elevated mental and emotional and spiritual states is really what I call the fifth dimensional love relationship pattern and connection. And yeah, yeah, well, that's it. So you know everything. I'm so happy that you were here, and please comment below if you would like to experience anything like that. I think you are ready, aren't you? Now, it doesn't mean that you are not in a relationship now, or you are in a. It doesn't really matter. Your desire brought you here, so you are ready. See you soon. Ciao.